D.A.M.N time. Wake up, it's D.A.M.N time. D.A.M.N time. Truth in the booth and the whole chat line. I walk in with the facts, no fluff in the bag. Hot coffee, cold truth, let me raise that flag. They came for the jokes, but they stayed for the lesson. I turn headlines into business confessions. I don't do fake, I don't tap dance nice. I say what I said, then I say it twice. If the world gone crazy, I'm the morning alarm. With a mic in my hand and some smoke in my palm. Say D.A.M.N. D.A.M.N. Say it one more time. D.A.M.N. If the truth hit hard, let it ride. If the show got value, put some love inside. It's D.A.M.N. Everybody say it. D.A.M.N. Don't just replay it. D.A.M.N. We live in the chat. If the facts hit home, go and tap that tap. D.A.M.N. Hands in the sky, wake up, get smart, let the nonsense die. Tap that tap, drop that love. Shack going crazy when that truth show up. Tap that tap, drop that love. D.A.M.N. in the morning now, turn me up. What's happening? What's going on, fam? Hope all is well with you. Welcome to D.A.M.N, the Vegas edition. Yes, indeed. I am so happy that you are here. I am so happy to be here. Good morning. It is literally 7:12 in the morning out here. So I've been up since like 4 or 5, trying to get my show together, and also just being on East Coast time. Yeah, man. Look, it's hot out here. As you can see, I'm clean. Yeah. Had to chop it down. It's a big day out here. Grand rising to everybody. Let me know where you're checking in from. If I got any Vegas people out here, let me know. What should I be doing? I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of time because I'm in and out, but let me know that you can hear me okay. Let me know everything is good on your end. Today is a special show today. So I want to make sure that we get all that good stuff up and rolling. I am so excited to be here. I see the DMV is in the building. What up? Is that Cruddy Rudd or is it C. Rudy Rudd? I gotta know. Sean Towns in the building. What up, First Class? What up? I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button. I'm gonna need y'all to share out. I'll be chill with the 1999 super chat said because coffee is more expensive on the strip, and nephew Atlas said LOL. What gave it away? Do me a favor though. Let that be the last super chat, right? Because I'm on the road and y'all know YouTube take all the money. So what we're going to do is have a super chat free show. If you want to support the show, and of course we love all the support, let me go ahead and put up the graphic. We got to get the graphics right today. And we don't need that. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh, get that off the screen. God damn. Ooh, that was big. And took up the whole screen. Y'all saw that? No, what we're going to do, of course, is make sure that we do something super special for the people. For the people. You got to do it for the people. And yes, you're right, I'll be chill. I have not had my coffee yet. But here's what we're going to do. If you want to sponsor the show and you want to support the show directly, here's what you can do. We are live from Vegas. So, of course, whoever is going to be the high roller, man, I'm doing a special Tether Doctrine high roller package. You get a copy of the Tether Doctrine. You get the ebook bundle. You get access to a mastermind, private business and strategy session. Of course, you're going to get on-air recognition as today's high roller, and I am going to do plenty of drops and good stuff for you. So Venmo is at the Business Bully. The ZELLE number is located on your screen, 267-221-9029. And Cash App is $ the Business Bully. Make sure you hit that thing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So let's get the monetization going via Venmo, ZELLE, or Cash App. Do not super chat. Woo! Let me tell y'all something. I walked the strip yesterday after breakfast because breakfast was a little heavy. Even for your boy, it was a little heavy. And Yeah, man. It's hot. When I tell y'all it's hot out here, it's hot out here for your boy. Like people say it's like an oven. It's a dry heat. Ovens cook turkeys. I just want to start with the fact that ovens cook turkeys. And yeah, how about no? Gregarious 28. You better thank a YouTube member. Says Dave, go to Frank's Tiki Lounge on Charles Street and Meow Wolf. The strip is dead. Oh my God. I'll be chill said, hold up. They can also tip you in your Jaro Go wallet now, too. Absolutely, they can. Definitely appreciate that, but I don't know how to cash that out. I'll be chill. I didn't get a tutorial out there. Just Too Jazzy says, ain't no shade out here. None. Look, the sun just came up. It is bright. It is bright. And when I tell you, I probably stood in the shower and the hot water was colder than the air out there, even though I had it on hot and the water was hot to the touch. Absolutely none at all. And there's a Taco Bell Cantina Get Drunk on Baja Blast. I can't do carbonated drinks, but that does sound delicious. It absolutely does. What's up, Tanya? Thank you so much for being here. And if you are just tuning in and you want to support the show, do not super chat. Make sure you cash app. Make sure I sound like Dr. Umar. Hit the cash app. So on and so forth. I don't even know what Planet 13 is. I'll be chill. You better thank the YouTube member. I don't even know. I have no idea what any of that is. I'm an old married man. I don't be knowing any of this good stuff. So again, I definitely appreciate y'all out here. We're having ourselves a phenomenal day. I hope you guys are too. I'm going to be doing a sit down with Coach Greg Adams. If y'all don't know, Coach Greg Adams is the author of the book, The Free Agent Lifestyle. Absolutely. Let's see. NY Cloudness 457 says, good morning, Dr. Anderson and everyone in the chat. B1 fam, I appreciate you. Make sure that you are hitting the instead of the super chats, make sure that you're hitting the Cash App and the Venmo. Did I say Venmo? I meant Venmo. What up, FU2? You better thank the YouTube member. I'm glad to see my members are up in here today. By the way, we are officially 160 members strong. Yeah, clapping it up for that. I feel like that's good stuff. We out here. We out here making changes, making things pop. Yeah, I wanted to get some of that off the top of my head. Yeah, and I got to tell y'all, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Having just, the 1.5 guard all the way around, it is freeing. I ain't got to think about it. It literally took me 3.8 seconds to shampoo my hair this morning. Absolutely. And shout out to Al B. Chill. He's getting absolutely no rest because of that baby. Yeah, no, but the baby looks good. Let me tell you something. He made a video and sent the video to me. Why did the baby wave at me? The baby waved at me. He knows Uncle Dave. That's what's up. That's what's up, Gregaria. So yeah, congratulations. Absolutely. Yes. First class citizen, correction in my bad, Dave. Salute Dr. Anderson. Listen, we do what we can when we can. I see the folks are making it happen. Alchemitis, thank you for the $10 for what YouTube takes, because YouTube will take my money. It'll take my money. Yeah, buddy. So I definitely appreciate y'all. For Reezy. Wait, Gregarious says, word on the street, 154 podcast is doing a Vegas residency. Just kidding. As far as I know, they aren't. But yeah, so Venmo and Zelle as well. For those of you who have that, it's at the Business Bully. We can get that up for you, scrolling across the screen in a couple of minutes. He said, when I started going bald, I camouflaged it with a Boosie fade. Well, I don't have the bald problem, as y'all can see. It's hair everywhere. Hair everywhere. But a lot of things have been happening. Speaking of the 154 podcast, let's not talk about 154. Let's talk about In Godfrey We Trust, his ongoing beef with Corey Holcomb. Would you call it a beef? I'm not sure what you would call it, but needless to say, it's it's getting interesting out there. So let's go ahead and get that clip up so that we can go over it and review, because apparently Godfrey and Corey Holcomb are still going at it. And Darlene of the 5150 show, oh, what up on the cut, Barbara? I appreciate you. Said that Jassy said ongoing bush meat. You better think of you too, remember? This is wild. Let's go ahead and let's roll the clip and let's react in real time. Let's go.
Be down with Godfrey. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I like Godfrey's comedy. I like him as a person. That's all I know about him. I like Godfrey's comedy. I like him as a person. That's all I know about him. I like Godfrey's comedy. I like him as a person. That's all I know about him.
Now listen, I just had to slow that down so y'all can hear it just a few more times. But it does look like Godfrey has officially caught wind of everything that went down between Corey Holcomb and Darlene Ortiz. And his reaction to the situation definitely makes the whole situation even more interesting. Now, if you missed what happened, Darlene Ortiz shocked a lot of people when Corey Holcomb started going in on Godfrey during the 5150 show, and Darlene simply let it be known she likes Godfrey. And apparently that was enough to completely change the energy in the room. Corey clearly wasn't feeling what Darlene had to say, especially considering how long she's been rocking with the 5150 show. And that's what made the situation so crazy, because Darlene wasn't necessarily attacking Corey or even defending everything Godfrey has ever said. She was simply giving her opinion, and Corey definitely had a reaction to it. But now we got another layer to the story, because Godfrey himself has seen what went down. Somebody actually brought the situation to his attention, and we got to see his reaction in real time when he actually realized what Darlene Ortiz basically showed him love right in the middle of Corey's rant. And I'm not gonna lie, his reaction says a lot. So before we break this whole thing down and talk about what this can mean going forward, I want y'all to check out the actual moment Godfrey found out when this happened.
Corey thing, he was talking bad about you, but then Darlene stepped in and said, well, I like Godfrey. And that sent him over. Oh man, you would have thought somebody said they like worshiping the devil. He went off on her. But
he went. What did he say to her?
Oh man, well
Come on.
He was basically saying, "We'll be down with Godfrey." Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But Darlene was, she was defending you. She said she liked your stuff that you do.
But my thing is,
that's all that was.
But the funny thing is Corey liked the stuff that I did. That's why he always asked me on his podcast. I mean, there was never a beef with him. There was never. He started making fun of me. I didn't do anything to him.
No, yeah, he don't like, he don't like Akeem and Yamanika.
Well, go. But he talked to Akeem.
He don't like Akeem and Yamanika. He really don't like. I think he don't like Yamanika more than Akeem. He really don't like Yamanika.
Man, listen, Yamanika is going to express how she feels about anybody that fucks with her. She gonna do it. Like I said, she will bring me up. If I say something crazy to Yamanika, she'll go, let me tell you something about the Samuelites. Like these, she'll say, Godfrey, I got a bone to pick. That's Yamanika, and he should know that that's Yamanika. You can't get mad and blame me because she's on my podcast. This is not the Protect Corey podcast. It's a podcast, period.
Yeah.
No,
that's
and I'm not on my podcast dogging him.
Bro, Yamanika's heart is always in the right place, bro. I love her. And that's why she's so funny.
Still, but she's going to be expressive.
I love her as a person.
But she's going to be expressive.
And for those who have not seen the clip already, I'm going to go ahead and play the clip of what actually went down when Corey Holcomb was going off on Godfrey. And then that's when Darlene Ortiz actually stepped in and said that she likes Godfrey.
This, y'all.
So like I said, for those who have not seen the clip, let's check it out.
If Von was in Africa and never had to leave, his name would be Bublicka Throat.
Throat, nigga.
Right, because he got a big throat. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
Von, cut up, dog. Von.
Pause.
Big nigga. You know what I'm saying? He would be taught to teach the...
No, first of all, the fact that he said that he got a big throat. Pause. Like, hey, yo, that is wild. That is wild. Okay,
teach the children soccer. Where he from? If he doesn't, you guys get over there. I'm fucking with y'all. If Marv never had to leave Africa, he would be the tribal spokesperson. You gotta see Marv about the weed out here.
He could be the voodoo doctor.
Right.
Female African booty scratcher.
Right. I'm saying
I like Godfrey. I mean,
I'm sure you do.
I don't have anything against Godfrey.
Do what you have to do to maintain your friendship with Godfrey.
It's not have to. I just do. I like Godfrey,
and that's good.
And I don't even have a close friendship with him, but I like him. I've known him from just coming on the show and stuff. But
I like Mimi.
Oh, we know you do.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's like it is what it is.
What does that have to do with anything? Wow.
You said you like that man. I like Mimi. I want to make sure that point is out there because the same way you put that point out there about Godfrey. I like Mimi. Okay. Mimi cool.
Clear, but why did you say that though? You're not saying
because you said you like Godfrey.
Right, but what's wrong with that?
Nothing. What's wrong with me saying I like Mimi?
Why did you say it is why I'm asking?
All right, so Caesar Blue 5 says Darlene is a Mexican immigrant who tethers to the black culture. Of course, she would side with Tether Godfrey. Y'all are so evil. Absolutely evil. Absolutely evil. I definitely appreciate y'all. But yeah, this is a mess. And Engineer says when tethers connect telepathically. Oh my God, that is wild. That is wild. Who now? First of all, y'all got to educate me because I don't be knowing these people. I know who Corey Holcomb is. I know who Darlene is, but who is Mimi? Like y'all got to put me. Y'all got to put me on. I don't even know. I do not know. Yeah, like to me, it's like you don't really do that on somebody's show, especially when you know that person got a beef. It's man, that's insane. Okay, so Mimi is somebody that Darlene had an issue with. So Corey being petty and saying I like Mimi, it's not the kind of energy I bring as a grown man. But I mean, I get it. Oh, they fell out over money. Okay, now we're getting the story. You better think the YouTube member. Y'all be knowing. The damn nation be knowing. So yeah, I'm about to say, yo, that in and of itself is wild. All right, let's continue rolling this clip.
I just said it because you made it your point to say you like Godfrey, right? And it's my point to say I like Mimi.
Because I'm not just going to sit here and just not say anything because I do.
I think you should. I think you should. In fact, I really think you should.
I like Godfrey's comedy. I like him as a person. That's all I know about him.
That's good. Yeah. I'm glad you do. But I really think you should call Godfrey and make sure he knows that you feel that way and tell him about things you go through.
He does
because you know what I'm saying. Godfrey is good for that. He smiles good with you. But I think if you are around him, you'll find out what you need to know. Because look, I swear to God, I'll show y'all my notes. This is in my notes right now.
I ain't beefing with nobody. When somebody has just done how you say, worn their welcome or done something, I'm just move on. Life goes on. I don't be beefing with nobody.
D's an angel.
Look,
I'm done.
Let me tell you something. This is my notes right here for the show today. If somebody is a friend of somebody I don't fuck with, this is how I really feel. If somebody is a friend of somebody I don't fuck with, go fuck them. That's how I really feel. If it's somebody I don't with, I'm not saying somebody who I don't agree with or whatever, but I'm talking about if I don't with a motherfucker, it ain't my job to tell somebody, oh, go, you know what I'm saying? Don't be around that person. That's whole shit.
Exactly.
But I'm saying if I have somebody who's saying they my friend and they know it's somebody I don't fuck with, it is my personal preference that you go fuck with them. I'll say that to any motherfucker on this planet. Go with that nigga. To any motherfucker that's around me who know I don't with somebody, go be with that motherfucker. I say that to anybody. I say that to my kids. If my kids around somebody I don't with, I'll be like, go live with that motherfucker. I stand on that. I never take that away from nothing. That's how I'm cut. I'm not finna, look, if I got a homie that motherfucker is hanging with a nigga I done fell out with, I'm not gonna be mad at him. I'm just gonna tell him, look, homie, go with that nigga. Man, I just went to his birthday party. It was his birthday party. Well, be at that nigga party. Don't come around me after you through with that. Come around me talking about that nigga.
That's the thing. I don't talk about. I'm just saying. I just couldn't sit here and just say
no. Mother that nigga and anybody down with him. You heard me? Mother that nigga.
Pause
that
it.
Had that fat bitch on that show talking shit. Nigga, I ain't said half the shit I.
Wow. So, I mean, Corey is letting you know exactly how he feels. That is absolutely crazy. Charles says, Michi is doing a live right now. Check it out. For what? Why would I? She has absolutely nothing to add to this audience. You know what I'm saying? I mean, probably she got some barbecue tips, but other than that, like, I don't understand why I would. I'm trying to understand, like, why that makes sense. Yeah, Coco is yeah, that's her ex's wife. Yeah, that would have been evil. Yeah, I mean, I can't. Yo, listen, right here. Yeah, Darlene is doing some splaining, but he do be really like he be going in. Like Corey be going all the way in. So I don't like at this point, man. I don't know why they just don't call celebrity boxing and just start fighting it out. Like, what is the point of being this upset? And I agree with you, FU2. I think Darlene is off code damn near every show. Like, you got to ride the horse that brought you to the Derby. Like, that's just the way I get down. You know what I mean? Cortez said Darlene felt that tether talk. Tether talk, tether talk. That's wild. Salute to you, family. Salute to you. Now, of course, like we said, all show. If you want to support the show, we are not doing super chats today. We are definitely doing the we're doing Cash App. We are doing. I sound like Dr. Umar. I hate that. We're doing Cash App. We are doing Venmo. So that's the order: Venmo, Zelle, Cash App. If you don't have Venmo or Zelle. Venmo is at the Business Bully. Zelle is the number 267-221-9029. And Cash App is $ the Business Bully. Use Cash App absolutely last if you're going to use anything. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you, like the level of upsettedness, I don't even know if that's a word, but it sounds good. Yes, indeed. Frankie says the world is safe because I'm not in Vegas with you. Hallelujah. Because listen, I just want a very, very clean trip. Also, Frankie, check your email. I sent you a follow-up, good brother. Sent you a follow-up. You know what I'm saying? But it to me, these folks out here just be wilding over the littlest stuff. And I mean, again, to them, it's big because it's a beef or whatever. But even Godfrey don't seem to be too particularly bothered or upset by it. Yeah. Yep. So I don't even know. Yep. So it is you know, to me it's wild. So at what point do we start looking at things from, you know, a real place? You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just being out here mad and upset. Like, for what? It doesn't even make no sense. Hold on one second. I'm getting messages in this whole thing. Like, I'm doing a show. Oh, Dave, you going to the conclave? Yeah, I'm going to the conclave, but that's in September. You know, so yeah, I will definitely be there. I will be speaking. It should be a good time, man. The men's table will be there as well. So, you know, we're gonna have ourselves a good time. I'm trying to understand. Oh, FU2 says Corey has known Godfrey since high school days. It's personal. I can see that. Albie Chill says emotions are a hell of a drug. I mean, clearly, but why be so emotional about shit? Like, I don't even get it. Like, to me, people just be bugging, like, for no reason. LS said the hot donut sign must be on. Listen, I can't even. I can't even. Again, y'all can see it across the screen right there. We're not doing super chats today. We are doing Vegas Roadshow style. You know what I mean? And I promise you, I'm not hitting the craps table. I am definitely not hitting the craps table. I don't gamble. You know what I'm saying? My life is risky enough. You know, out here betting on yourself is extremely crazy. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more of this, and then we're going to move to the next thing because there's a lot of stuff I really want to talk about that we need to address. But let's go ahead and play the clip.
No, I asked the question and ain't near one of them niggas answer the question about who you used to motherfucking be with on some motherfucking, hold on. Let me make sure I got it right, because I ain't got to drop no name. I asked the man, he said somebody was his mentor. I'm curious about that mentor relationship, because I'm in the motherfucking streets enough to know what a motherfucker is on that mentor shit. Somebody say Corey hurt. Hell yeah, Corey hurt, motherfucker. When a nigga is too scared to stand up there and say how he really feel, but bring other people around to say how they really feel, people that don't like me, I don't expect everybody to understand that.
All right, let's take this down, because I got to get ready to destroy a troll in real time. So this come gargling, knuckle dragging, mouth breather, dumb high 1461 says, Dave acting like Corey getting too upset. No, I'm not acting like anything. I'm not an actor. That's point number one. This nigga was begging Godfrey to come on the show. I wasn't begging Godfrey to come on the show. He said some things I wanted him to clear him up. Period, point blank. You never heard me beg. I'm not Keith Sweat, Jodeci, I'll Be Sure, Boys to Men, none of them niggas. So again, ain't nobody emotional on YouTube. And if you got a problem, partner, you can bring your ass up here. I ain't hard to find. But what we're not going to do is let morons whose name absolutely describes them to a T, dumb high. You must be dumb and high to think I give a rat's ass. But bring your ass on up here. I double dog dare you. But you won't. We know you won't. Because bitch assness hides in the comments. And that's what I'll be talking about. It's always the, hey, damn, you acted like it. You did. See, that's the problem. A lot of you so-called males, and I'm assuming that that's a male, at least a born one. We don't know what your pronouns are, but a lot of these males have real feminine energy. Whereas though they start talking about, well, you acting like this and you should, and then you was begging out. Stop. I'm gonna need you to act like you got some common sense, even if you don't. Fake it till you make it. What you're saying makes absolutely no sense. Nobody was begging. I was calling the man out specifically because he said something to disparage my people multiple times. If you can't understand that, that explains exactly why you're a bitch. Simply put. So you got any other brain busters? Because we know you're not going to bring your bitch ass up here. I hate people whose mother should have swallowed and did the world an entire favor. Like, it really bothers me that your mama just couldn't take, you know, those vitamins and nutrients just to the head, just and be done with it. It'd have probably made her skin clear up, because you know she looks like a goddamn crocodile's backside. But again, I'm all these pussies. Your bitch ass still ain't up here. I got time today. Oh, monkey mouth, needle nose biatch. Where you at? It don't take that long to type in a website. Over here talking real greasy. Yeah, so that's my whole thing, man. Like, a lot of people be having a lot of bravery in the comment section. Yeah, and damn chat room gangster. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, what is you doing? Like, and why do we care? Because spoiler alert, we don't. Lee said, good morning, chat. Watching the sunrise in San Diego. Yeah. People just be out here talking real greasy like it's sweet in these streets. I promise you it ain't. It really ain't. So, like, to me, that type of stuff really, really, yeah, I mean, it's annoying. It's more annoying than a little bit, because there's no need for it. There's absolutely no need for that level of behavior. But again, folks want to be starting something like Mike. DB Smooth says, is it too soon to tell somebody I wish your mother was Lindsay Clancy? Jesus. Woo! Are y'all seeing this whole Lindsay Clancy thing? That in and of itself is absolutely crazy. And women are like supporting her. Like, y'all got to watch anybody, and I'm not trying to be funny, and this is not some type of misogynistic rant. This is me saying that y'all have to watch the people you have around your children. I don't care if that's babysitters, teachers, bus drivers, all of that, because if they think it's okay in any universe on any earth to unalive or attempt to unalive your child, they'll do anything. That is absolutely insane to me. And yeah, I think it's just a little too early, DB Smooth, but I definitely appreciate it. So yeah, man. Y'all gotta let me know what else is going on. No, that's not the lady who beat her son while he was streaming. I definitely want to get to that as well, because that was insane. You know, so. FU2, you better thank a YouTube member says Darlene likes to be everybody's friend. That makes sense. So she's trying to keep the peace. Sometimes you just can't keep the peace, especially when you know that that person is just like somebody's mortal enemy. Yeah, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy to me. But you know, all you can do is all you can do. Let me see on my end. I haven't had a chance to check. Let me see, because I know. Yeah, so far we got Alchemitis on the big leaderboard right now. Thank you for the YouTube takes. Yeah, I mean, he hit me with $10. Is $10 going to walk with that high roller package? It might today. I don't know. Y'all are sleeping. Like, do we not have Zelle or Venmo or Cash App? Y'all got to let me know, because again, I did not realize, y'all didn't tell, I was on YouTube for 4 months. I didn't realize that they take like a good chunk of your super chats. Ain't nobody even tell me. Y'all know I'm new to this YouTube stuff. I didn't even know. Oh, Alchemitis. Oh, like Alchemitis. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm absolutely with it. So shout out to yeah, like I did not know that. Ain't nobody called me and told me nothing. Thank you, Albie Chill. Definitely appreciate you. But that in and of itself is absolutely wild. I also want to talk about what's happening in Indiana with these power grids. The power grids are absolutely crazy. Yeah. So wait, Jamel around the world says 30-70 split. So they get 30%, I get 70, or do they get 70 and I get 30? Because sometimes I'll be like, hey, yo, what happened? No, that's insane. Absolutely insane. But yeah, we said it. But super chat is an easy habit. Yeah, you just get into it. You're not paying it no attention. Oh, okay, I get 70. All right, yeah, but damn, 30% for not doing nothing other than just having the platform. Yeah. Yeah, they will definitely hit you on all ends with those splits. I did not even know. Yeah, middleman fee. That's exactly what it is, Lincoln Ward. The Zelle is across the screen right now, 267-221-9029. Yeah, DB Smooth said, damn, you don't even get my whole $2. I know, right? Also, you can tip me on Jaro Go. Starting tomorrow, we're going to make that happen. Today, we are doing a high roller cash call. So that's that. I know you lying. Jamal Bryant did not drag his old sassy ass over to Gary. Yeah, we should say that we don't take your money. No, Jaro does not take your money. Yep. Yeah, and that's crazy. That's a good point there. Cia Sancho says, yeah, you made a wise move because we are charged both ways. If what I send ain't what you get. Yeah, that's corny as hell. Like when you think about it, because they get all their stuff up there. But yeah, let's the ticker's up top. And I'm I got the phone, so I'm definitely watching. Y'all, it is 7:45 in the morning while I'm doing this show, which is absolutely crazy. Because y'all know my brain don't get working until 10. But I'm just yeah, this whole situation in Gary is crazy. I want to see if we can find some clips, because I already know Jamal done had a camera crew out there. We already know. Yep, found it. I'm let me send this on my back end so producer can do this whole thing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna send this on the back chat because Miss Bryant, Jamila Bryant is out there scheming and dreaming. Let's get that up as soon as humanly possible. Yeah, Pacific time, baby. Listen, I was in bed at 10 o'clock like I am gonna die. I couldn't make it work. Let's watch this.
Say, nah, I want to share something transparent with you. I left in my savings.
Look at that sassy jacket Jamal is wearing.
Are y'all hearing me? I have $20 left in my savings. But I want to ask if there are any seniors that are 80 and older and your lights are still off. Stand. Any seniors that are 80? Where? Can you come up right quick? Any seniors that are 70 and your lights are still off? Now, y'all come on, y'all on my time now. They didn't ask me to talk, they asked me to sing, but God showed me to do something else. If you can't, come up here. Well, lack of obedience will make lack of blessing. Who else lights are still off? Are there 8 people whose lights are still off? Come this way. 8 people whose lights are still off. Just 8 whose lights are still off. Just 8. Just 8. Listen to me. Pastor Boone and Tree of Life have been a blessing. So many others have been a blessing. I don't have what Trey the Truth has. I don't have what Keith Lee has. I don't have what Pastor Boone and others have. But such as I have, give I thee.
He sure enough had enough of that beer belly.
It's 8 of y'all. But if it's more than 8, I'm in trouble.
Can we fast forward to when we get to Jamal's sweet behind up there? Pause.
I told God, if you put it in my heart, I'm gonna trust.
Let's see if we can move forward a little bit because Jamal is we gotta I'm not sitting through past the poor folks. No shot, no distance. Okay, here, yeah, we're about to pull it up. So let's listen to what Pastor Offering has to say.
Dark.
Let's get it up on the screen.
I saw that, I knew that I was not in the presence of somebody who just wanted accolades and celebration. But I was thankful.
A lot of what Jamal Bryant does, in my professional opinion, is very psychologically manipulating, because what he'll do is he will put on a jacket that has visuals so he can subconsciously get you to identify with a particular era. Like that looks like it's a civil rights Black Panther style jacket. And he's doing that because he's performing. This is a performance. He's there not because he cares, because if he cared, all he'd have to do is write a check. But the Black women who lost their jobs, as if 300,000 Black women are going to new birth. That's why tithing is down. No, tithing is down probably because you absolutely suck. Tithing is probably down because some of these women are waking up to your grift, sir. That Target boycott wasn't nothing. He's using programming in order to make something happen. So what up to y'all today? For those who are just joining, glad to see y'all. Yes, indeed. TZ says I'm working like a Hebrew slave today. He's going to watch the playback. Well, make sure that you Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle today, big dog. We're not doing super chats because YouTube's taking my money. Hey. But It's not for the church. He's not using it as a fashion statement. He's using it as a political statement so that he can get people to get there. Yeah, I noticed that too, Lee. Nobody's starving. Y'all can see all of the uncle stomachs in the background. I always love it when they have the church choir dressed in like streetwear. They're dressing in streetwear so that they can look more relatable to the people. You're still lame, respectfully. You're still lame. Dexter Robinson said, I shot you some change on Zelle. Much appreciated, big dog. Much appreciated. Shout out to Dexter Robinson with the Zelle. Come through, come through. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Right now, Dexter Robinson's in the lead with the $30 Zelle. Appreciate you, family. Every little bit counts in this bleach. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue to roll the clip.
That God put a servant in the mayor's office. Come on, help me thank God for your mayor.
Oh, Lord.
To this host pastor who has done an incredible job. He is a lion roaring ferociously. For you to have a seat at the table, I'm appreciative for Trey the Truth and my brother Lee who have come in from out of town to be witnesses
Pause
in this city.
Cold Crush, you better thank you, YouTube, brother. Says a jacket full of black men. Listen, we all know this short little teeny tiny man is sassy and oversexed. That's why, like, my whole thing is I don't understand how you have time to, and again, I think you should always take care of people in need. You absolutely should. I think you should always do your best to be there for people. But I'm trying to understand how you have time to take care of other people and you're not taking care of your kids. Respectfully. Because y'all saw that one child he had with the I don't know if she was a lady of the evening or what was going on, or just a groupie. I don't know, but he fathered a child and he won't even see the child, won't even acknowledge the child, according to the child's mother. And I don't know why anybody would lie about that. Dexter Robinson said that jacket came with a lapel pocket of pubic hair. Right now, it is 7:53 a.m. in Vegas. I'll be chill, 7:53 a.m. in Vegas. But yeah, like, my whole thing is, how are you preaching to people and you're not taking care of your children? That makes absolutely no sense to me. None whatsoever. I do not get it. I find it weird. I find him weird. But again, don't nobody like to listen to Dave. Just go ahead and play the clip.
Benjamin Franklin said, it's a poor frog that doesn't celebrate its own pond. And I never want you to be found guilty of celebrating outside leadership more than you do those who serve amongst you every day. In a ferocious way, let's give God glory for all of these preachers. My president, Bishop Grant, come on, give God some praise for all of them. I honor you. I'm grateful to serve with you, my brother Chris. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. This is a magnificent choir that has sung on tonight. Amen. Come on, give God praise.
Oh my God, you are shouting out everybody. It's the choir of big backs. We see them.
I am super grateful for you. I don't want my dear brother to outdo me. I can't. It won't make me feel good for him to make me outdo me. And so, Pastor, I'm going to match his gift of $5,000 for what it is that you're doing. And that's going to be my first installment. Amen. And then I'm going to go home and amplify it so that he won't walk around feeling like he did the most. So, let that be the starter kit. Amen. For what is getting ready to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here tonight not because Gary is broken, but because Gary has been tested.
To start a podcast.
Pause. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Riverside.
Okay, let's let me go ahead. Y'all, let me tell you something. And I'm not trying to be funny. And I'm a person that went to seminary. I'm a person that believes in the Lord. I am a person who sees absolutely everything. Sexy Red said, did you get the email? No, send it to me again and I'll take care of it on the road. I got you covered. But this man does absolutely everything he possibly can to play in people's faces. And I'm not going to lie to you, I do find it disgusting. I can't even begin to talk about how this man bothers me. You know, so I don't get how people can play with this dude. Yeah, so I just really don't get it. Dude is weird. I stand on the fact that I think he's weird. I ain't even gonna hold you. I think he's not even, there's not a cross in sight because God ain't nowhere. Again, I don't know nothing about that particular church, but wherever Jamal Bryant is, he's there for clicks and likes. He is not there to help people. Even the Bible says, do your alms in silence. I don't tell y'all what I donate to or how many people I put through school or any of that, because that's between me and God. I'm not doing that for clout. I think everything he does. Black Wall Street Owl says he does, however, get big booty women as beards. Yeah, no, that is true. That is definitely true.
Gave it away. What gave it away? What gave it away?
Apparently they're giving it away, but he don't even do nothing. Yeah, he took over Eddie Long's pulpit, which basically means you went from one peak freak to another peak freak. All right, so again, for those of you who don't know, I am actually in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm going to be sitting down with Coach Greg Adams. Shout out to Coach Greg and the whole Coach gang. So we are out here, and of course, we are not doing super chats today. You can Venmo, you can Zelle, you can Cash App, and guess what? Like Dr. Umar, you can even hit the PayPal. PayPal is at BusinessBully 77 for PayPal. Yeah. I forgot I had a damn PayPal because I don't be paying attention. And of course, today's biggest supporter is going to get the High Roller package, Tether Doctrine High Roller, which comes with a copy of the Tether Doctrine, both physical and ebook. The ebook bundle that's inside the Tether Doctrine package, you're going to get access to one of my exclusive masterminds anywhere in the world. Private business strategy session, on-air recognition as today's Vegas High Roller. And I got a whole bunch of surprise bonuses. So that's what's up. All right, so Otis Hodge says, Dave, quick question. I hear talk of NBA's native Black Americans. Thoughts same as FBA's? Yes. Dr. Claude Anderson came up with the term native Black Americans. The problem is it sounds too close to the National Basketball Association, and that's why we chose to go with foundational Black Americans. But shout out to Uncle Claude. That's all that is. Some people just don't want to use the term foundational, even though I think it makes a lot more sense than anything else, because we are foundational to the fact that we made America a superpower damn near overnight, that we built this nation damn near overnight, and for the 250 years that this nation was being built, and the 250 years before the nation was built. If you picking up what I'm throwing down here, that in and of itself is absolutely crazy. Yes, indeed. Art Games, got to give me some details on that, homie. Give me some details on that. But yeah, and I think that there is absolutely nothing wrong with having pride in our lineage. I think the fact that we're able to say who we are, like Nigerians do, like Ethiopians do, like Ghanaians do, like Eritreans do, like Irish people, Jewish people, all Italian people. Everybody's allowed to have pride in themselves, up to and including white folks. But when we have pride in ourselves and we delineate, because people just try to blend in based on other people's so-called bigotry or alleged oppression. Oh, well, you know, when the cop pulls me over, and so I'm supposed to degrade my ancestry and my lineage because some cops are racist. Yeah, not gonna happen. So that's just that. I do not like the listen, PKY270 said, this my saying, I don't trust the 3 Ps. Preachers, pimps, and politicians. Preachers, pimps, and politicians. They all want something for nothing and play Jedi mind tricks. I tell people all the time that in and of itself is insane. You know, the way that people just play on people's emotions like that. Like I do my best to not do that nonsense. So again, I listen, I appreciate it. Asia, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you so much, Asia, for the $7 Cash App. Definitely appreciate you. Just got that up in here. So thank you so much. It is definitely appreciated. I'm trying to get y'all to understand that we got to start holding people accountable and calling them out. And I think everybody's entitled to have whatever set of beliefs that they have. For me, it's more about how can I put it? I think when you're preying on people's beliefs, that's when it gets crazy to me. You feel me? Like I just don't I don't like people playing that game with folks, you know. And I want people to understand that we've got to put ourselves in a better position. I just added the PayPal to the scroller real quick. So when you're watching these preachers take advantage of people's suffering, he could have easily written a check. He did not need to go out there, but he wanted to go out there because all the celebrities were going out there. And that to me is absolutely corny. And the PayPal, of course, is BusinessBully77. PayPal.me/BusinessBully77. So I just want us to understand that I'm not going to have any love for somebody that does not take care of his child. Y'all can say a lot of stuff about Dave Anderson. I'm loud, I'm aggressive, I go way too hard sometimes when it comes to me being a foundational Black American, to some people's level of comfort, not to mine. I love my people. What I'm not going to do, though, is play this game where Dr. Graham with the $69 PayPal. Thank you so much. Dr. Graham is our big high roller right now. So shout out to Dr. Graham, FBA all day. I'm not backing down. I'm not apologizing. I have a dream in my head. Not that I'm about to sound like Dr. King, but I got to say this. I have a dream in my head where we're able to hold people accountable to the level as which our Ashkenazi people do. Because that is the only way people understand. We got to start sanctioning people. We've got to start silencing people who are speaking out against us. You better thank the YouTube member 69. Pause. No homo. Dr. Graham, I hate you. By the way, for those of you who don't know, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about the Foundational Black American Online Collective, Dr. Graham is our Booker T. Washington. So I need y'all to support this man. I need y'all to show up for this man. What he's doing, not just at GIU, but all over, is absolutely amazing. I received my first degree in the mail. I'm excited to get my PhD as well, because to me, it means something deeper than a piece of paper. By the way, when I tell y'all the actual physical degree is big as shit, like it's bigger than Michi X's last shirt. It's huge. FU2 said, Otis, stop lying. Absolutely. Dr. Graham, what is your YouTube page? I know you gave it to me before, but put it in the chat so that we can shout you out and support you. Give me all the socials so that people know how to support you and get with you. And then shout out to everybody who has literally been coming through and saying that they're just yeah, Arkansas, you hold people accountable, then ask Greg more details about the MTR situation and compare what your boy O'Shea had to say. 100%. I'm like, okay, you seem to be real personal on that, but I'm with you. Cool in the gang. I definitely want to I want to switch gears a little bit, and I want to talk about this Carmelo Anthony situation. As you may or may not know, they were lobbying for a new trial for Carmelo Anthony, and a lot of stuff, really popped up. I don't know if we have a clip. I got folks on the back end working while I'm, out here doing my thing. So shout out to Neff doing double duty. But yeah, let's run this clip and we'll talk about it.
There will not be a new trial for Carmelo Anthony in the stabbing death of Austin Metcalf. After 2 days of hearing explosive testimony revealing information from a gentleman's agreement that was not made public during the original trial, a visiting judge ruled today that there will not be a new trial for Carmelo Anthony. The week started with a win for the new Carmelo Anthony defense team, getting the original trial judge, Judge Roach, recused from hearing any further motions. Then they brought in Judge Chitty. For the last 2 days, Judge Chitty heard testimony from lawyers on both sides talking about this gentleman's agreement to basically not reveal character information about Metcalf, the victim, or Anthony, the person who is accused and now convicted of killing Austin Metcalf. The details were eye-opening, saying that Metcalf had behavioral issues in his past, including using racial slurs, and also Anthony having behavioral issues.
Pause it.
Talking about a knife and making threats to his girlfriend.
Real quick, this is a phenomenal point. FU2, you bet. I think the YouTube member says they're effing with the algorithm. There should be more people in here, but we have to fight the algorithm. We got to fight the algorithm. And how do we fight the algorithm? We hit the like button. That's the first thing. The second thing is we hit the subscribe button. We are on our way to 100K with a pit stop at 50,000. We're well over 40,000 subscribers in 4 months. So we're averaging about 10,000 subscribers a month organically. I have not taken out any ads, things of that nature. But my thing is, I want us to really make this our space, our safe space for us to, to talk and have conversations about the issues that matter. So if you have not shared this out with your friends, if it's not in your group chat, if it's not in your WhatsApp, if it's not on your Instagram, if you're not taking it and taking the clips and, going ham on the clips, we can't just leave it at, oh, well, the algorithm's messing up. Even though FU2 is 100% right, we've got to take it upon ourselves to get that voice out there, because you guys will sit up there and pull out, Mark Lamont Hill and his wife, or any of these other creators, even Roland Martin. Are y'all telling me that Roland Martin's people are more mobilized than foundational Black Americans and allies of D.A.M.N? I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. So I definitely want to make sure that, yeah. Fiction said, Dr. Anderson, YouTube stop giving me notifications on your channel. I that's not what I want to hear. What up, Tasco? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for pulling up. Make sure that you like and share the video. Shout out to Naima. Hey, Dr. Dave. Hey, right back. Make sure that you like and share the video. Let's go ahead and finish this Carmelo thing, and I'll give you my take and my reaction, and then I want your hot takes and your reactions as well.
This does not stop the process. There is still an appeals process to be had, but a major blow to those who believe that Carmelo Anthony was not given a fair shake. He's serving a 35-year sentence. We'll have to see how that appeal process continues.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. let's talk all the way about this Carmelo Anthony situation and why it's so jarring on so many levels. Now, there were text messages between him and his girlfriend. There were or ex-girlfriend, I don't know, but there was this thing about him wanting to lick the blood off the knife, and you know, some other stuff. A couple of hours before he stabbed Austin Metcalf, allegedly, he said that, you know what I'm saying, something to the effect that, you know, not that he can't hold it back, but something along those lines. I don't want to get into the weeds and say something wrong, because that's not what I'm on. But again, oh, FU2 said, make sure y'all reset your notifications for channels that you watch the most. Yeah, make sure that you're hitting that notification bell, because it's extremely important. Absolutely. But yeah, I've noticed that there are channels I'm subscribed to that I can't even there's channels I'm subscribed to that I can't even believe that all of a sudden I'm not subscribed to him anymore. And I'd be like, what the hell? Yeah, he said, I'm on The Verge. And my whole thing is, didn't anybody in his family notice that this child, obviously, if we're looking at these text messages to be legit, that they are or his behavior was a warning cry for help? I thought we was in the generation where we were in touch with our feelings and our triggers and our traumas. Why was there not therapy? Where the heck was the therapy? Moving on. Let's talk about Yada awakening. Now, this small little teeny tiny simp was talking about, yeah, give your girl, you know, $250,000. I got to think about sassy ass men that dress this way. And I know for some people that's a specific type of garb. And I get a lot of times these folks are really on their hibbity doo-dah. You understand what I'm saying to you? They're on that cuckoo nutty type stuff. I don't like these folks playing, you know, and thinking that you're going to simp. If you look at the next, if you click the next, if you click that little next button right there near the right-hand corner. No. Go back in. Right there on her. No. Not that next button. Stay on this, but right on the picture itself, there's a little next button. Yep. This, if 250 comes with this, turn it up.
I've tried everything. Yada. Everything. I'm here getting the rest of my stuff. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed.
Hit the next one. Yeah, so these are text messages, and the text messages say, just FYI, I have to find a way to get my mouth fixed fast. That night you hit me, broke off the rest of my tooth, and I've been in severe pain ever since. It is infected and will cause my breast milk to become infected. He says, go to Dr. Dave. He's the best at the best price. Not me. I'm not a dentist. And she says, you were supposed to be there with me. You were supposed to always be my safe space. I hate that you did this to our family. Have a good day, Yada. And he, you know, and then you can see the bruising on her cheek as well. So you sitting up there.
And if you were to never
look at this, you're sitting up there dealing with, you know, physical abuse. I do not like these teeny tiny men with Napoleonic complexes and sassy demolition man attire. somebody needs to hold this man to account. Like if you want to beat on somebody, like, I mean, I know there's plenty of rings. It's a lot of rings and it's a lot of dojos out here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to set that up.
Speak to Yada again, ever again. What would you tell him? What will be your last message?
That part's gonna make me cry. But I try everything, and in my heart, I love you. You will always be my best friend. But I have to choose myself, and I have to protect our babies. And I would much rather them have both parents alive than to one be in a hospital with something terminal or one of us not to be here. So I'm praying for you, though. That's what I would say.
And
pause it. Yeah. So then she goes into this whole new chapter thing, and I'll definitely read it for you real quick. But it's to me just insane. So this is what she says, right? She says, and you can see it on your screen, a new chapter. After nearly 8 years, I made a difficult decision to end my relationship with the father of my children and step into a new chapter of my life. For years, I believed love meant fighting for your family. I gave all to our home, our children, our businesses, and even protecting his reputation. I kept believing that if we could make it through the more difficult season, peace would meet us on the other side. But at 8 weeks after having a baby, looking at the bruise on my face, I had to stop calling it a difficult season and tell myself the truth. It was domestic violence. My 20s were filled with business, babies, and bruises, building, giving, forgiving, leaving, returning, healing, and hoping. I didn't leave because I stopped loving him. I left because I realized if I continued to stay, eventually I would drown. The hardest part has been grieving the future I imagine for our children. But one day they will understand that I chose their safety and my peace over a love story I desperately wanted to save. I learned that people can change, people can heal, but you don't have to lose yourself waiting for them to do it. Loyalty should never require abandoning yourself. I don't share this for sympathy or to tear anyone down. What happened is a part of my story, but it will never become my identity. I am more than someone's wife. I am more than the things I survived. I'm a mother, a woman of faith, a visionary, and a woman learning what it means to choose herself. And through this journey, House of Divine was born. I am turning my pain into purpose and my purpose into power for every woman who may one day need courage and information and resources I want to search for. During this difficult time, I just know I will be moving along. I ask everyone to respect how I tell my story when I tell my story. There are parts of this journey I'm still processing, healing, and learning how to put into words. For now, I'm taking it literally day by day. I'm allowing myself the grace to simply take each day as it comes, trusting God with every step ahead of me. This isn't the end of my story. It's simply the beginning of the chapter I never expected to write. I choose safety. I choose peace. I choose my children. I choose purpose. And finally, I choose me. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a victim of a beta male simp mangina hotep ass little teeny tiny leper chump. Yeah, I think the truth of the matter is, and this is something that we don't talk about enough, we got to start realizing that we're signing up for things that are not there. And for those of you who are just joining us, Yada Awakening, like all these awakened people and these Hotepians, and listen, he apparently was beating on his wife, or at least his children's mother. There are bruises there, and then she went to the internet. There's two things that bother me on her side. Number one, why are you going to the internet with this? Call the cops. Number two, why are you going to the internet with this? And by the way, 2A or 3, if you will, you chose that man. And if you didn't know who he was to his core, why did you procreate with this man? Why did you build a legacy with this man? You a pretty girl. You sucked up your 20s messing with this dude. And to me, I don't know what he is. I do know that he hits his women, apparently. But the vibe I got was always short male beta energy described as hypermasculinity involving tricking. And again, there are people who say they ain't tricking if you got it. Yes, it is. It's tricking with means. It's just tricking with means. And again, you choosing it does not mean that you chose to get beat on. But the first time he put his hands on you should have been the last time he pushed his hands on you. Period, point blank. And we got to stop making excuses. I carry a tremendous amount of stress. My wife ain't walking around here talking about I'm hitting her. See, a lot of times that lifestyle gets y'all caught up. And this is why I tell women all the time, there's two things you should never do. Number one, get to a point where your whole thing is, I want a provider, because you look at the money and you don't look at the man. And number two, when you try to use your, and I'm not saying that this is the case here, but this is just general advice. When you use your vagina as a bargaining chip, you're going to crap out, because there's 4.3 billion vaginas on the planet. Cold Crush says, let me put on my tinfoil hat for a second. Low key, this looks like a play to pull more women clientele towards the ex-wife. Yada may have his hand in this. Okay, I'm leaving my tinfoil off. Yeah, because I thought the end of that letter, and again, I'm spitballing here. I don't know for a fact. I'm just talking. We're theorizing here. I got my tinfoil do-rag on, but the letter sounded a little GPT to me, respectfully. Maybe she's a brilliant writer, but it sounded a little GPT. And the fact that I'm creating this thing, I'm surprised there wasn't a link to order on this situation. Yeah. Art Game says, stop calling dudes out that we already know what they on. Get on the dumb percentage of women that go for it. That's why I'm talking about the fact that that women choose that type of behavior. Because you're trading off your youth, your safety for access to excess. Dexter Robinson with the bars said, you better thank a YouTube member. If there's a thin line between love and hate, the line between provider and pimp is 10 times thinner. Kim Bella Renee says, you know why, Dave? For the love of money, gotta get that money. Or you mean for the love of money? Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, no. But that's the thing. Just admit that you like a paycheck and you're using you're paying him back in pussy payments. Like, stop acting like you care about these men. You don't. I done sat down with so many women who done said that they don't even nothing matters as long as you got money. Like, that's the general rule. As long as you got money, you good. Lincoln Ward says, her speaking on it publicly looks like a way to try and mess up his money while putting her story out under the guise of victimhood. I think it's that, and I think it's also a play for her new endeavor. What was it called? I gotta go pull it back up here. And she's a pretty girl, but he always looked like a little demon boy to me, respectfully. Yeah. What was her program called? House of Divine. Okay. Yeah, and I wholeheartedly believe Just Too Jazzy. You better thank the YouTube member. Right. And my whole thing is, if you know that your man's is out here scamming, you're an accessory after the fact. This is all I'm saying to you. For those gentlemen who think that this is the way, right? I just want to remind you that Archbishop Don Magic Juan is walking around in a walker. There's no love for old pimps. Yep, Kim Bella Renee, I got to agree with you. She said that they're marketing at its best. She has 5 children. He didn't just start acting crazy. No, she said he went through years of that. Yeah. Darius says, you better think the YouTube member says, my cousin went through domestic violence and grandpa put his grandsons on a hunt for that ninja. Absolutely. To me, I don't want nobody, because you put your hands on me, it's up and it's stuck. So yeah, I want y'all to see Bishop D.A.M.N Magic Wand so y'all can see what's going on with the pimping.
I want to thank Bishop Magic Wand. And I tell you the reason that I want to thank Bishop. Anybody learn how to motivate, stimulate, inspire, and activate other people. That's how the ability that has been given to them by the Almighty God. It has been given that ability. One of the reasons that I'm standing here is because sometimes it has to defend people from other people so they can understand what they were doing, nor that they understand what they like. It has been my pleasure to know many of you.
The fact that there are children with pimp shirts on. Pause it. Put it, run it back just a little bit and just pause it, because I want y'all to see the fact that they got pimp shirts on. They got Bishop D.A.M.N Magic Wand shirts on. Look, what? When you train a child up in the way that it should go, when they become an adult, they will not depart from it. So basically, we got pimps in training. Yeah, I mean, and a bunch of thickums out there. Like, this is crazy. Dexter Robinson said all that sex dissolved his hips. I hate you so much right now. I really do. And just,
Oh my God.
that's wild, man. It's absolutely wild. And it just, that's crazy. But again, I will tell anybody. Yeah, easy on the children, but I'm just saying, I don't want to be no old pimp. I don't. I just want to go out there, light my barbecue, you know, have my playroom in my office. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to be on my VR type stuff and, you know, watch my little girl grow up. Bishop Bullwinkle 3000 said Bishop Magic got the Cadillac Eldorado Walker. Why are you people like this? The one Mr. Ham, you better think the YouTube member says, now I'm confused. Were they promoting the pimp lifestyle to kids and families? Never mind, they were. Faceplant. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You gotta understand that this is insane. Cold Crush with the bars. Pimps don't retire, they become pastors. Listen, that in and of itself, I can't even argue with.
Got him.
Yes, indeed. All right, so listen, I want to talk about Nitro Camden. Now, for those of you who do not know who Nitro Camden is, he's a streamer and he's been, working. He worked a job to get his equipment up. He's really been putting his stuff out there. And so there are 35 million daily active users. There's a whole lot in this. And Nitro Camden's mother, during I think it's like somebody converged, like a bunch of people got sent to his Twitch stream and was, running it up, hitting him with that munion. His mother, I guess, got upset and kicked him out. So we're going to watch this and then, I'll react afterwards. Let's go.
Nitro Camden, a small streamer, had his life undeniably changed when Stable Ronaldo decided to raid him and sent 15,000 viewers over whilst he was live. Unfortunately, his excitement caused his mother to come in and physically abuse him, unplugging his equipment and berating him whilst the cameras saw everything. Ultimately, it could be a case of an older generation not understanding the importance of streaming and how making it big is kind of like winning the lottery. The fact that Nitro Camden is being given so much attention has next to impossible odds, and if his mum understood that, then perhaps she would have celebrated with him rather than pushed him away. Coincidentally, her kicking him out and being a jerk has meant he's received even more attention than he would have otherwise, so he is hoping she doesn't use that against him. Some are likening the situation to that of iShowSpeeds, where he got kicked out of home for streaming too loudly, despite gathering huge numbers of viewers in the process by being extremely entertaining. And of course, this ended up being a good thing for him in a way, as it allowed him to really push the boundaries and set up a career in what would become the biggest and most recognizable name in the world. Nitro Camden has now hit over 200,000 followers on Twitch, as it seems his story has tugged on the heartstrings of millions of people across the world who want to see him compensated for what he went through. This has now just become a question of what he manages to do with his 15 minutes of fame. Will he be able to capitalize on it and set himself up for success, or will this end up fizzling out? It's impossible to say for certain, but given that so many others have hit him up for collabs and promotions, I'm sure his schedule will be packed for the next couple of weeks at least. Streaming and being a YouTuber is one of the most sought-after jobs in the world, from both children and adults. However, it's also a career path that is notoriously difficult to crack into. Only a tiny fraction of people posting online actually make any money, and then an even smaller fraction of that make enough to do it as a full-time job. I highly recommend watching some of Ludwig's videos on the topic during his time at Streamer University, as he touches on some of the issues many streamers face and how to address them. Nitro Camden now has this opportunity to make it a full-time job, so it'll be interesting to see how he rises to meet that challenge. Essentially, Nitro Camden being abused by his mom after being raided by Stable Ronaldo was an absolutely horrific moment displayed live for thousands to see. However, it seems everyone's fingers are crossed he manages to use this newfound fame to his advantage. See you next time on Lessons in Internet Culture.
Yeah, to me, and let's talk business for a minute, right? And I want y'all to think about what's happening here. You have a child that is doing what the majority of kids want to do. Like when I go and I speak at universities or high schools or sometimes even middle schools, I tend not to do elementary schools a lot because the kids can be kind of rowdy. And if you're not, sexy red, it becomes a whole thing. But hold on 1 second. Let me get this out here. I think today, when I get back from doing this this video, I'm going to create some guidelines, because a lot of times people don't have guidelines as to what to do when it comes to this streaming situation. I got to put up my gyro go now. Can't do that. But here's what I know. His mama hit him. Period, point blank. Number two, he's not, from all reports, he's not on any type of narcotic. From all reports, he doesn't really seem to be a problematic kid. And what she did was absolutely deplorable. When you are, and I think I'm not even trying to be funny, you should never be in competition with your children. Your children are supposed to surpass you. Your children are supposed to do better than you. And to me, as a person that is a content creator, but I do other things outside of content creation, even though I do YouTube full time, I think we rely so heavily on the streaming aspect that we don't necessarily look at what happens, right? And why so many people fail at this. A lot of people fail because they don't have the dedication, the discipline, and they never have a plan. And because they don't have that, that's when the problems start to happen. What happened to him, even though it was an unfortunate situation, turned out to be a blessing in disguise. And I think that it's extremely important that people understand that that's not how everybody's situation is going to end up, respectfully. And once we understand that, then we can move in a real way. Also, have you, real quick, just side note, while I'm giving you all this information God is downloading into my brain, have you downloaded Jaro Go yet? I'm gonna need you to go ahead and hit Jaro Go. It is jarogomedia.com. Of course, you can go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download it directly to your mobile device and set up your profile. Make sure you follow me on there. It's at Dave Anderson. There is a Business Bully hub that should be there. And we're populating it with a ton of content and a ton of exclusives. So make sure that you get there. Benjamin says, I appreciate that. And then also, don't forget, this November, I will be at the Peachtree Village International Film Festival, and I will be performing some of your favorite hits. So Tether Mouth is definitely happening. I don't know if I'm going to put Loudmouth Big Back in it. I'll probably do. You say you don't know me, but you follow. I'll do that. Y'all let me know what songs y'all want on the set list, and I'm going to perform. But there's going to be a creator fest out there. So if you are a creator, if you are a streamer, if you are an influencer, or you want to be, I'm going to be teaching how to structure deals. I'm going to be teaching how to make the most of it. For those of you who are in the manosphere or are just men looking to come, the annual Black Manosphere Conclave is happening at the end of September right here in Las Vegas. I will be there too, and I'm definitely talking about technology. I'm going to be talking about Jaro Go and, how we can grow, be steady, make money, expand our brand. People don't seem to understand. You think that you are a doctor, lawyer, architect, engineer. No, you're a brand. And if you're not treating yourself like one, that is part of the problem. And there are a bunch, getting back to the, almost called him Nitro Circus, Nitro Camden. This is an entire situation where he's thrust into a situation, that most people don't know how to come from. And I think a lot of times parents don't know what's happening because they're just not educated. They're not of that generation. And if they don't do it for a living, they don't get it. And because they don't get it, they start treating it like it's some annoying little thing. And I get it, So let's look at what the reality of it is, because the internet for some people can be a job, and I'm living proof of that. So let's look at some of the sites where these conferences and competitions are happening. There are people who are full-time gamers, full-time streamers, and I want to show you what that looks like. Again, don't forget, no more super chats. You can PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle. So this is DreamHack. DreamHack is a phenomenal event where folks come together and really make things happen. And they have it all over the world. They've had it in Birmingham, England. They've had it in Atlanta, Georgia. They've had it in Stockholm, Sweden. It's been all over, and it's a big, fat, hairy deal. Like, there are political conventions that don't get this much traffic, and what people don't understand. And I think, to Jazzy's point, she better thank the YouTube member. It's a situation where, no, I think she had him young. And I also think that she probably is not with the father. I got money to say she's not with the father. She seems like a bitter baby mama. I'm not judging that woman. I can only go by what she demonstrated with her own two hands on her child on a stream. And yes, he's 18 years old, but just because you're legally an adult does not necessarily mean you're a man yet. And I happen to be a man, and I love my 80-year-old mother. There's certain things I ain't going to do. Now, this right here, Southern Fried Gaming Expo, this is next year. It's going to be in Atlanta, July 16th through the 18th. Huge, huge event. I don't think people understand how crazy it is out here. Like, so you can make money. So the internet's not a thing. It really is. Art Game says, Idiocracy, Demolition Man, The Running Man, They Live, Black Mirror, Minority Report, Ready Player One, and more that you can think of. We live in that reality literally today. And we in the Jetsons, 34%, 100%. Can't argue that. Also, you know, what is this? Is this MemeCon or is this MomoCon? I think this is MomoCon. This takes place in May of 2027. So there's money in geekdom. There's money in streaming. There's money in gaming. Yep. Terry Gold says she bit little too. She bit little bro too. She bit him. Damn. Damien CGH with the $10 Jules Gold coin. Thank you so much. Today we're not doing any super chats. We are definitely doing Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. It's scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Yeah, no, Art, I don't know who you're speaking to. I don't know if you're speaking to the audience and whatnot, but I've been talking about Demolition Man, Ready Player One, all those things on this show. So yeah, I definitely like that biting stuff. I mean, she did look hungry, but not in a good way. Yeah, MomoCon is crazy. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't know how to support your child and you don't understand what these things are. What up, Uncle Jeff? Good to see you. I'm out in Vegas doing my thug thizzle. But you know, let's dive all the way in. Are y'all ready to dive all the way in this Nitro Camden situation? I say we do it. So let me tell y'all why. In a real sense, this Nitro Camden story is much bigger than a viral clip because everybody's looking at what happened to him. Like, yeah, he blew up, but he got attention, and attention and success aren't the same thing, but he seems to be doing a good job of monetizing it, right? Success is knowing what the hell to do with the attention before everybody around you starts
Discord gang. Wait, so hold on. Where you at right now?
I'm at his house.
Oh, who's that? Put him in the cam.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Discord. It's because Discord. Come on, Bigo, introduce yourself.
What's good, gang? Bigo. Okay, so look. What's your situation right now?
I literally just bought a phone because she obviously took mine. But Senna was so amazing. She helped out. Lacey, Ron, everybody, like you name it.
Okay, so, is your situation right now temporary or what? What's going
on? It's pretty much, I would say temporary, right? Because we got school Monday.
Yeah, we go.
I'm a senior. I'm 18, but yeah, it might be temporary. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I mean, what? Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know.
I haven't seen. First of all, I want to say I haven't seen everything, but from what I've seen, obviously it's your mom. You're gonna want to play things like you got to be considerate. You know, at the end of the day, as family. And like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Sometimes like family's not gonna understand the vision you have for your life. And that's okay, bro. That is completely okay. What will happen a lot of times, bro, is like once they start to see success, they'll come around. It's just like that's not what their version of success always looks like. That obviously doesn't excuse all the weird shit I've seen, but just know, like, even if it feels like what's it gonna look like in the future for me and my family, bro, trust me, with some time that passes and some reflection, she'll be able to see like this is where I went wrong. And even if I didn't agree with his vision, or I think it was smarter for him to go to school and do all this other stuff that might have been better for him, like he gave it a shot and tried this. And the thing about school, bro, you could always go to school, gang. You should finish high school, but like when it comes to college, like you could always finish the shit, bro. Like it's not like there's an expiration date on when you could go. You feel me? Bro, it's, you know what? It's kind of really heartwarming to see like the people been like the support that you've received, because
I know, bro. It's insane, bro. Like I never, bro. If it wasn't for Core, bro, it's crazy.
The timing is nuts, though, bro. The timing is nuts. Were you just about to end stream when you got raided?
Yeah, before I got raided, I think, what was it, like during the Batman? I was on like a Batman run, Arkham Asylum or something like that. And then like I was literally just about to end, and they all spammed like Stable Ronaldo raid, Core raid, and I was going crazy. Yeah, bro.
Okay, that's fire. Okay, so you have a phone now.
Yeah, like a new number. I just set up my eSIM, so
you have a PC?
Yeah, I got a PC. I'm trying to figure out to get back into my Twitch, because I know like when you're it's like linked to my other numbers, so you know like the verification codes, the 2FA. That's the only thing I'm worried about. That and like Google. Okay. I have to like get back into my main email. Other than that, I'm good.
Okay, so with the Twitch thing, you might have to just reach out to Twitch. I'm gonna hit up my Twitch rep. They could get you in your account. They just had to verify it to you, obviously. But that part shouldn't be too hard. When it comes to like life, obviously, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. Your situation sucks because you can't win by winning. Like you doing well would just mean like you're gonna have to like your mom want control, gang. She want power, she want control. That's what it looks like from all the clips that I've seen. You having your own bank accounts, having your own life, being able to sustain yourself on your own will create some friction in your life, because you will no longer be under her umbrella and her control. I do think she will eventually come around, if you ask me, but you know your mom better than anybody. So I would say it's always worth trying to preserve family, but at the same time, you cannot let her control what you do, because you are your own person and you have your own pursuits. You know yourself better than anybody. Feel me? Mm-hmm. And so like, yes, and you're allowed to fail too, bro. You're literally allowed to fail too. There's nobody in life that's going to shoot 100%. So it doesn't really matter what pursuit you win. Like you don't have to have life completely figured out. This is what you want to do right now. If you believe in it, you got to chase that. Feel me? And to the point where like when I was around your age, I didn't go back home because I went to university. So I was just gathering debt, but it gave me space away from my family. And it gave me a place where I could like reliably film and shoot YouTube videos. And so even when it was like summer and shit like that for me, I wouldn't go back home because I knew I can't film at home. So I would stay on campus. It was empty. It was empty as fuck. But that's what I just did because I just believed in it. I wanted to keep my dream alive, regardless of how ridiculous it sounded. So to me, this is your moment, bro. Feel me? And
bro, it's insane. I'm not gonna lie. Like talking, bro, even talking to you, like just talking to like all of you guys that I actually watch is just, I don't know, bro. It's weird.
Okay, don't overthink anything, bro. For the next month, okay, you need to be doing whatever your version of like fire content is, right? Whatever your version that is, whether it's some IRL, whether it's something gaming related, whatever direction you want to take your streaming journey and your streaming career, and you want to do it with people that you really follow. Overthinking it and thinking you got to do some strategy is going to make it feel fake, okay? So don't think you have to have some like perfect strategy. Just genuinely, just be yourself to the maximum with people you follow and just try and go crazy. Literally, that's all you have to do. It's actually very simple at the end of the day. And then just see where that takes you. And I think regardless of where you land, you will now at least have, just based off how this went in the last day or two, like a core community of people that like fall in love with you as a person outside of like the drama or the conflict or the situation with your mom and stuff like that. And And then it's like, this is your, I mean, this is what you've been waiting for, bro. How long you been streaming for?
Like 7-8 years. I've been like, I had like a 4th grade picture where I was like, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I was like 4th grade.
You've been dreaming of this moment for 7-8 years, bro. And I mean, there's no, when you were in 4th grade, there's no way you could have imagined it was going to play out like this.
Yeah.
But I mean, here you are. And so now that you're here, if you have a safe space to be able to film and stuff like that here, then just take good advantage of it while you can. I saw some clips of you being concerned about your Twitch account. Don't worry, bro. You're not going to get paid from Twitch for like 30, 45 days anyway. And in that time, you could just unlink that account and then make another account. So, and you're 18, bro. Like, make your own bank account, gang. Like, get your own accounts. Get all your own things. Get all. I know you just turned 18, so like it's all. But like, you could literally just go to the bank and be like, "Yo, I want to make an account." You might have to put in a certain amount depending on the bank, but like some banks have like low minimums. Just like, you know, do your research a little bit. But like, have your own stuff. Connect that all to your own shit. And then set yourself up independently. You don't leave yourself under like the control of someone who is like very volatile. It's gonna make your life volatile, and it will always stay that, like, as long as you're in that situation, it will forever be volatile. And then just like just do.
With base 44, a simple sentence.
All right, let's go ahead and let's pull me up. Let me say this to y'all. I think when it comes to, oh, hold on one second. I've got a clean screen. My bad, party people. When it comes to this whole situation with Nitro Camden, I think it is the advice the brother gave him was spot on. Like, I can't even tell you how much I enjoy watching him pour into that young man, because to me, it's critical that you have somebody give you real advice. And honestly, excuse me, that's the best thing to do. You know, having the wherewithal to understand, hey, like, this is what's going on. This is where you are going to be. These are some of the things that you are going to face. And this is how you navigate that. Is a beautiful thing. Now, I know a lot of people are like, yo, finish school, finish school, finish school. Everybody's not meant to be a scholar, but I'm not crapping on anybody who does education. I live for education. I think it's great. But I understand how I'm built. There are some people who are meant to be mechanics, and that's fine. There are some people who are meant to be painters, you know, go to art school. I think that we have gotten away from trades, and we tend to poo-poo anything that isn't particularly sexy to people because we've gotten ourselves in this rut of believing that the only way to make money is the way that everybody's always made money, and nothing could be further from the truth. So for me, I'm a big believer in get the education you need for the life that you plan. And I think later on today, like I said, when I get back, I am it's going to be a long day. So the first thing I'm going to do is get me some coffee. Then I'm going to go do this show. And then after that, I might grab something to eat. You know, I can go days without eating. It's a thing. But I want to really help parents and kids understand and how to navigate and grow an actual business, even if you don't have a bunch of, what's the word I'm looking for? Even if you don't have a bunch of followers. Because that's not the game. The game comes down to having a business and a system that business will run while you're doing the thing and pursuing the thing. But, you know, I look at things, I look at things as verticals when it comes to this. And for those people who don't know, I'm in Vegas, so I'm out here. We're not doing super chats today, just PayPal, Business Bully 77, Venmo, the Business Bully Cash App, $ Business Bully, and then the Zelle number is on the screen. Mr. Ivan said, I'm just tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, we're in Vegas and we are doing some really cool stuff out here. Mr. Ivan says, go eat at Stuff My Turkey. They're FBA owned. I'm definitely going to check them out. Absolutely. But yeah, I've never seen a broke plumber a day in my life. I've never seen a broke master welder a day in my life. I've never seen a broke engineer a day in my life. But we've gotten away from that because being an auto mechanic isn't sexy enough for a lot of these women who focus almost solely on what somebody makes so that they can brag to their friends. And it doesn't become about the person. It becomes about how the person makes you look amongst people who are not in the relationship. To me, that's crazy. Snatch Adams, thank you so much for the 10 jewels. Again, we're not doing super chats today. I do appreciate it. But what we are doing is, doing a high roller thing, and I'm giving away a high roller version of the Tether Doctrine. It's like that one Wu-Tang album that, they only made one copy of. That's what this is. And, that old world thinking will get you jacked up. I'm almost 50. I don't move that way. Oh, I will never use the coffee maker in the room. They be washing their drawers and stuff in there. No. I never use the coffee maker in the room. No. I'm a Starbucks, illy guy. I'm craving a venti ice brown sugar shaken oat milk espresso in the worst way right now. But yeah, I don't use no coffee makers, none of that. Nope. I'd be wondering to come in here with one of them CSI forensic black lights every time I stay in a hotel. You just never know. Yep. Exactly. Plumbers stay paid. And that's what people are like, but it's not sexy enough. And then a lot of times, a lot of these mamas be on that same stuff. Oh, well, my baby got to go to college. You got to go to college. You got to. Not if it don't make no sense. Jamel Around the World says, I'm in the construction trade and it's booming. Absolutely. I ain't never met a broke contractor either. Shout out to Baby. You better thank you, YouTube member. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for showing love. Make sure you show love on the Cash App, the PayPal, the VENMO, or the ZELLE. Telecom is big too. And that's the thing. Lincoln Ward just put it out there. I was just getting ready to say this. If you start at 18, you can be a master mechanic by 26 and open up your own shop. One of my best friends is walking his son through the process now. Absolutely. If you're going to do it at the highest level you can do it on. Yeah, Neff just said, I didn't know that people was doing nasty things to coffee pots. Yeah, they washing their underwear and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, nah, I'm good. Truck driving is cool. Absolutely. I'm with you on that, Big J, 100%. But that's the thing. I want this young man, if this is his path, I want him to find every single vertical he can possibly find in order to make it make sense. Yep, 100%. Hotel coffee pot, just like Texas Roadhouse, Jazzy Crazy. You better thank a YouTube member. And sorry I'm on the phone because for some reason the Wi-Fi in here just got wonky. I'm going to have myself a nice conversation with the concierge when I get downstairs. Yep. Yeah, I definitely, I'm with you on that, Neff. I think we're going to plot that out when I get back, doing a segment on trades and what the demand is. Absolutely. I think, again, I'm really thinking about it, and I want your guys' opinion on this, right? And would you support it? I'm thinking about doing an entire One FBA show where we actually talk about things that are affecting foundational Black Americans and get that, because I want this show to really focus on entertainment, fun, news you can use. But when we get down to the blackness, I want to create a show that is separate from D.A.M.N, and do it once a week and just recap everything that's happening in the world for the week. Y'all got to let me know what y'all think, if that's a good idea, if that's something that you would support me adding another show to the situation. Oh, it's user 2457 says, please, because this shit be boring as fuck. What shit is that? Before I do the wrong thing, what's boring as hell? Because I'm trying to understand. Craft Geek said, oh, and thank you for the Cash App, Craft Geek. Appreciate that. So why are we importing beef when we have plenty of cattlemen? Great question. I don't know. I think it's just part of some type of trade deal. I don't get it. Yeah. I'm cooking in my SHTF stay ready over landing van. I ain't mad at that. So yeah, no. First Class Citizen says that's a great idea, Dave, and I support that idea in advance. Okay. then I think we're going to do it. I think we're going to plot it out. I'm going to talk with the team, and we're going to see what we need to do to make it an actual whole show, completely separate from everything else. But let's see here. Let me get myself in here. All right, party people, that is my time. I got to get ready to go sit down with Coach Greg Adams. And then, of course, oh, Dexter said, I want a call-in show, Friday Unlimited Questions, a.k.a. You mean frequently asked questions? Oh, I'm with it. Yeah, no, I'm definitely hit it. Yeah, Cold Crush said, let's do a show that combines the men's table and the women's table together at the same time discussing issues. I'm cool with that. That's a Jeff St. James thing. So I'll talk to Jeff, see what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in going around people, you know, if I can help it. But that's just how I get down. I can't speak for everybody else. But yeah, I'll definitely get with him on that, see if that's something that he wants to do. We definitely toyed with the idea before. But I want y'all to have a phenomenal day. I need to get myself together because in 2 hours, I'm about to be sitting down with CGA. Y'all have yourselves a phenomenal one. I will talk to you in a little bit. Peace, man. Take care. Let's get out of here.
D.A.M.N time. Wake up, it's D.A.M.N time. D.A.M.N time. Truth in the booth and the whole chat. I walk in with the facts, no fluff in the bag. Hot coffee, cold truth, let me raise that flag. They came for the jokes, but they stayed for the lesson. I turn headlines into business confessions. I don't do fake, I don't tap dance nice. I say what I said, then I say it twice. If the world gone crazy, I'm the morning alarm. With a mic in my hand and some smoke in my palm. Say D.A.M.N. D.A.M.N. Say it one more time. D.A.M.N. If the truth hit hard, let it ride. If the show got value, put some love inside. It's D.A.M.N. Everybody say it. D.A.M.N. Don't just replay it. D.A.M.N. We live in the chat. If the facts hit home, go and tap that tap. D.A.M.N. Hands in the sky, wake up, get smart, let the nonsense die. Tap that tap, drop that love. Shack going crazy when the truth show up.